Welcome back, everybody, to our birthday special for Ken Page, in which we're going to play another game on the Super Nintendo, and it's going to be Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. How are we going to do? Let us find out. We just won 15 grand on the first edition of Jeopardy. Let's see what the Deluxe Edition has in store. Liz and Jim are my opponents today. Here we go.
Here are the categories.
For the Jeopardy round, we're going to play with these categories. Money, 5-letter words, nights, 1982, boy oh boy, notice boy in quotation marks, and names the same, okay? I can deal with these categories just fine. I'm going to start this off with boy oh boy for 100, please.
The answer is...
Answer there. Former lead singer of Culture Club, he rejuvenated his career with the Crying Game. Who is Boy George? I'd like boy oh boy for 200.
The answer is...
Okay. This organization for training boys and young men was founded in England in 1908. What is the Boy Scouts? That's correct. Boy oh boy for 300.
The answer is...
This term, meaning to refrain from buying from, comes from the name of an Irish land agent. What is boycott? I'd like boy oh boy 400, please.
The answer is...
A prickly bramble hybridized from the loganberry, blackberry, and raspberry. What is a boysenberry? Oh! I put an X instead of a Y because I was in a rush. Well, Liz doesn't know. Yeah, boysenberry, I knew that one. I was going too fast. Oh well. Let's keep it going. Money for 100.
The answer is...
So I made a little hiccup. Term for paper currency issued for temporary use in an emergency. What is... Term for paper currency used for temporary use in an emergency. What is grip? Wow, that's it. Money for 200.
The answer is...
It's the term used for money that must be accepted for all debts, public and private. What is legal tender? Money for 300.
The answer is...
U.S. paper currency has fibers of these two colors running through it. What are blue and white? That is not correct. I have a feeling at least one of them was correct. How about it, Liz? Blue is correct, the other one is red. Okay, 1982 for 100.
The answer is...
We'll try that one. After 11 months of internment by the Polish government, this solidarity leader went home in November. Who is Lech Walesa? I'll take 1982 for 200.
The answer is.
By the time he died in 1982, he'd been the top Soviet leader longer than anyone except Stalin. Who is Leonid Brezhnev? That's correct. 1982 for 300.
The answer is.
Richard Attenborough won the Best Director Oscar for this Best Picture of 1982. What is Gandhi? $1982 for 400.
The answer is.
Central High School in this city was made a national landmark in memory of events there in 1957. What is Little Rock? Ian, we're going to close it out. The category.
The answer is.
On July 1st in Madison Square Garden, 2,075 couples were wed in a ceremony led by this clergyman, who is Reverend Sung Myung Moon. Boy, oh boy, 500.
The answer is.
A nursery rhyme tells him, come blow your horn. Who is Little Boy Blue? I'll take money for 400.
The answer is.
Gold piece of this denomination was called the Double Eagle. What is $20? Okay. 500, please, same category.
The answer is.
Landmark pictured on the back of a $5 bill. What is the Lincoln Memorial? Crap. I can't type. There we go. $3,100. I'll take 5 words 100.
The answer is.
Last name of JL, who arrived in Chicago in 1903, rented a horse and wagon and began selling cheese. What is Kraft? I'll take 5 words for 200.
The answer is.
It can refer to beasts of burden, a check bank, a wind current, or military conscription. What is a draft? And for 300, 5 words.
The answer is.
The name of this black detective, played by Richard Roundtree, describes what he did to his enemies. Who is Shaft? We'll take 5 words for 400, please.
The answer is.
This word is commonly associated with dermatological surgery and corrupt politicians. What is graft? Correct. Close it out.
The answer is.
Deceitfulness, or a trade requiring special skill. What is craft with a C? Knights for 100.
The answer is.
The troops of God in the early 11th century prohibited fighting on this day of the week. What is Sunday? Knights for 200.
The answer is.
Knights use this heavy club with a spiked or flanked metal head to crush opponent's armor. What is a mace? Knights for 300.
The answer is.
The era of knights is often called this, after a French word meaning horse soldiery. What is the age of chivalry? Knights for 400. 4,800. Knights sometimes use this heavy beam to smash down castle walls and gates. What is a battering ram? Knights for 500.
The answer is.
Sancho Panza was one of these, a knight's personal valet. What is a squire? Great. Name's the same, 100.
The answer is.
Author of the Book of the Sword in 1884, or Welsh-born actor whose last film was 1984. Who is Richard Burton? Ooh, excuse me.
The answer is.
A dependent country in the tropics, or a store chain selling clothes to wear in the tropics. What is Banana Republic? $300.
The answer is.
Actor who has opposite many lovelies in silent films, or actor who has worked solo. Han Solo. Who is Harrison Ford? Alright, 400.
The answer is.
A 1959 top 10 hit by the Crests, or a 1984 film starring Molly Ringwald. What is 16 Candles? Last clue.
The answer is.
English poet who wrote Love is Enough, or founder of a theatrical agency named for himself. Nope. Jim's in the hole. William Morris. Let's get to Double Jeopardy.
Here are the categories.
For Double Jeopardy, the categories are theater, New England, British royalty, TV characters, reference books, and we're going to close it out with famous folks. I can deal with these categories. We'll take them. All right.
The answer is.
Two of the best known characters on her CBS show are Eunice Higgins and Mrs. Wiggins. Who is Carol Burnett? Who is Carol Burnett? TV characters for 400.
The answer is.
50s TV family who lived in New York City for 3 seasons, LA for 1, and finally ended up in Connecticut. Who are the Ricardos? TV characters for 600, please.
The answer is
On soap, he was butler to the Tate family, and on his own show, he did the same for Governor Gene Gatling, who was Benson. TV characters for 800. I'm going to bet it all. Every show began with a murder that was neatly solved by the sloppy detective, who was Columbo. TV characters for 1,000.
the answer is
When Making the Grade failed in 1982, George Wendt went on to play Norm in this series. What is Cheers? $26,400 is where I stand. I'll take British royalty for 200, please.
the answer is
Answer there. When George VI became King of England, she was second in line to the throne. Princess Margaret. Correct. All right, let's keep it going.
the answer is
Settled in the mid-1700s, Charlotte, North Carolina was named for the German wife of this King of England. That was George III.
the answer is
This prince, a skilled organist, composed an anthem sung in his wife's jubilee. Prince Albert. Theater 200.
the answer is
All right. She co-starred with Woody Allen in both the stage and film versions of Play It Again, Sam. Who is Diane Keaton? I'll take theater for 400.
the answer is
This Beatle, known for his sketches, inspired a sketch for Old Calcutta. Who is John Lennon? Theater for 600.
the answer is
The title of this Lorraine Hansberry play comes from a poem by Langston Hughes. What is a raisin in the sun? I'll take a theater for 800.
the answer is
David Carradine was the first historian of Follies about this American humorist. Who was Will Rogers? Yep. Theater for 1,000.
the answer is
In Polly, the sequel to this John Gay work, Macheath becomes a pirate. And it's the Beggar's Opera. Gins up to $1,500. Where will we go now? What category? New England, 200.
the answer is
It's the largest city in New England. What is Boston? I'll take New England for 400.
the answer is
Newport was a co-capital of this state from 1854 to 1900. What is Rhode Island? New England for 600. Okay, I'm gonna bet it all again. It's the only New England state without a seacoast on the Atlantic Ocean. What is Vermont? New England 800.
The answer is.
On landing near Cape Cod in April 1614, this founder of Virginia gave New England its name. Who is Captain John Smith? New England for 1,000.
The answer is.
When the British tried to take back Connecticut's charter, it was hidden in this type of tree. What is an oak tree? 59.8. Let's go back to British royalty for 800. Let's get that category out of the way. Controversial last York is king. He died on the field of battle August 22nd, 1485. And that was Richard III. You are right. Famous folks 200. Okay.
The answer
We can do that category. His real name was Eric Hilliard Nelson. Hilliard was his mother's stage name. Who is Ricky Nelson? I'd like famous folks for 400.
The answer is.
Most of the songs she sang on her Broadway album were written by Stephen Sondheim. Who's Barbra Streisand?
The answer is.
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis was an editor of the singer's autobiography, Moonwalk. Who's Michael Jackson?
The answer is.
Star of Witness and Top Gun, who now owns a restaurant in Key West, Florida. Who was... I usually get this clue wrong, but I'm going to try it and say who is Kelly Is it McGinnis? McGillis with the L's. I put McGillis one time and they counted it wrong. Oh well. Yeah, it's Kelly McGillis. I gotta remember it's all L's, no N's. It's okay. Check it off. Go on to the next one. Reference books, 200. Alright.
The answer is.
Here we go. The word for this type of book came from the Greek for circle of learning. What is an encyclopedia? That is right. Reference books for 400.
The answer is.
The New York Times and AP have this type of reference book so that grammar and usage are consistent. What is a dictionary? It's not a dictionary. Still out front with $60,000 right now, so I'm not going to complain. It's a style book. Style book. Okay. Go on to the next one. British royalty. Okay.
The answer is.
Let's get that clue knocked out like there's no tomorrow. This tragic queen's third husband was James Hepburn, and Kate Hepburn played her in the 1936 film. Not going to try. I don't know. Mary Stuart. Oh, okay. Jim increases his second place total. We have 4 clues left, Jim. Do you want to finish famous folks or do you want to go to reference books? Finish famous folks. Okay.
The answer is.
That is fine. Stedman Graham is her steady boyfriend. Who is Oprah Winfrey? That's absolutely right. Reference books for 6.
The answer is
Okay. The oldest firm of its kind in the U.S., this company issued its first map in 1872. What is Rand McNally?
the answer is
All doctors in the U.S. get a free copy of the PDR, this book of pharmaceutical information. Nope. The physician's desk reference.
the answer is
Published annually since J. Pulitzer revived it in 1886, it says it does not decide wagers. The World Almanac. Liz has $2,400, Jim $4,100, and me $61,600. It's not even close right now. Not even close. Let's look at the Final Jeopardy category. Names the same. Well, we just had this category. I'm gonna go $38,399. Oh, I don't even need to read this clue because we saw this in Double Jeopardy. You don't even have to read it because we saw it earlier. So, we're going to win the maximum allowed of $99,999. And then we're going to see you for another game after the break. All right.
the Final Jeopardy answer is
Is it Richard Burton? Oh, of course it is. We don't even have to ask that question. And then once we see the scores, we'll see you all for another game after the break. Liz missed it. Drops to $1,000. Jim got it right. He's going to go to $6,200. And me, the maximum allowed. We'll be back right after this.